Welcome to the Wizards of Oz, and I'm your host, Chris. And today I reveal which of my L.A.B putters made it into the bag after 8 weeks of diligent testing. Now both are exceptional and superb putters. And ordinarily the Oz, aka the Pink Panther, which is right here. Let me show it to you. Here's the Pink Panther with the white gear shaft. This ordinarily would have gone in the bag based on its looks, feel, and outstanding performance. However, what made the test very interesting is that it had to battle its big brother, none other than the US Open winning DF3, which I have here. And this is my Lab Rat, or the DF3 in blue, with the TPT shaft. So, not an easy task. As a secondary goal of testing, we are pitting the gear shaft versus what I consider the gold standard in putter shafts, the TPT shaft. So this test has been actually a lot of fun to do. But I should alert you, we have a wild card factor in the mix. My wife, who is an accomplished golfer in her own right, offered to help test the Oz and DF3 and offer her own thoughts, comments, and comparison from a female golfer's point of view. So she started with Lab Rat, which is the DF3, and absolutely loved it, to the point her Odyssey putter got the boot from her bag. Then she started testing the Pink Panther, and she really liked him as well. So it went back and forth. And it's gotten to the point, I have no idea which one she favors or wants. Now, the original goal of testing was for me, as the primary tester, for the winner to go into my bag, and the loser, if she deemed appropriate, upon testing, into her bag. However, I know my wife, and when it comes to my wife, that rule may not always apply. So I wanted to get the unveiling revealed before she attempted, how should I put this, upend the proceedings. So without further ado, the winner is...
Honey, where's my putter?
Which putter are you talking about? The Odyssey?
No, the Pink Panther. I mean, look at me. I got pink shoes, pink socks, pink outfit. Here's my pink hat.
Haven't seen it
and
at
my
all.
ball. Oh, come on. Give it up. Thank you. Say goodbye.
What if I wanted it?
You can borrow it.
Ay.
Thank you, honey.
And there we have it. The decision taken out of my hands, to probably no one's surprise. But what I wanted to do then is actually reveal the one I deemed to be the winner. So was it the Pink Panther? And may I have to negotiate with my wife to get it back into my bag? Or was it the DF3? It was, in fact, and what I did is I wrote it down beforehand, just so there was no hanky-panky. It is, in fact, Lab Rat, the DF3 won the putter comparison. So let me give you a quick rationale at the criteria I used for the DF3 to go back into my bag. When I looked at strokes gained and putting certainly within 10 feet, both were superb. There was really not much of a difference between the two. However, there were a few tangible factors that did come into play. When I looked at my putting stats, particularly one putts were significantly higher with the DF3. Birdies were also slightly up with the DF3. The other factor that came into play is when I looked at total putts per round, the DF3 was about a half a stroke better. So this came in at 30.6 putts per round versus 31.1 putts for the Oz. So over a season, that could be substantial. The other factor was the TPT shaft. This is a superb shaft. The feedback and feel you get from it are amazing. But what it does, particularly in this particular combination, it turns it into a long-range bomber. And what I mean by a long-range bomber, the longest putt I've made with the DF3 is 68 feet, but I've also made one at 63 feet, went at 59 feet. The longest putt I've made with the Oz was 39 feet. So I think, particularly with the TPT shaft, it gave me a bigger upside to make that occasional long-term putt. And the last factor that factored into it was, in fact, the gimme gutter, the little hole in the back that helps you pick up your ball. It's amazing how you get used to that after a season of play. So there you go. The DF3 is back in the bag. Thank you for watching.